We are here in Gnome Forest Land. In case you're confused, we are at the Glass Academy. And oh, the Gnomes. We're calling these 2.0. Remember we talked about the green gnomes are the money gnomes. No bad luck there. And we've got these gnomes.
What are those guys right there?
Oh,
I love those
slugs.
little
Oh,
sluggers.
yeah. So these gnomes are different than the first round. We've used a different optical mold on them. Cool pattern. Pink spots. Notice no feet. There was a request for fancier hats and no feet.
I really like the all recycle one. Check him out.
Pretty sweet.
GA stamp on the top. Crazy spiral hat. Look at that
I think I
hat.
called him like the spy gnome or something.
He's looking good. I like his beard. That's number 14, guys. But hey, this is the gathering point. The gathering point here at the Glass Academy, show number 115. We got Jake and Jason, and Michelle's on the camera right now.
Wait a second. What's behind you?
A cactus.
Oh, no. I want to say it first.
How did you get sucked into that before the competition?
Because I saw it in the background.
Oh,
and I
you just
had to
saw it
throw
there?
in. Oh, you awesome people sending in the fabric samples. All righty.
All right. So tonight, our competition is going to be pretty challenging because you got to do it like that.
Uh-oh, Jojo's back.
We got Jojo's hand, and Jojo, he's got some power. Watch this. Come here, buddy.
Oh, God.
Serious grab. So we're going to use him in the challenge tonight to see if we can.
Wait a second. Do a serious grab. Jake, you weren't acting. Let's make this look good.
Here we go. This is the truth of the strength of Jojo.
Look at Jojo. Watch this.
Yeah. It's impossible, yo.
So we're going to be using Jojo to put a neck on the piece. It's going to have to be kept small. They won't slide out.
For all the glass blowers out there, this is something to be seen right now.
Yeah.
Never done before. Jojo the assistant.
Now look at just this portion of him. That's right. He's in the camera.
That's right. I got
Watch
it.
the flex and watch his kind of skinny looking forearm. Watch this. I think we're going to be able to get some neck action on this guy.
All right, then.
So
All right,
that's
if
the
you're
competition.
just joining us, you are at the Glass Academy. We do crazy antics to get the day rolling. Sitting at this bench in just a minute, we're going to have some entertainment, even more so than just regular glass blowing.
I might have a better pair of
above and
jacks
beyond.
in my office. Real quick, I'll grab it.
All right, we'll put you in a blank spot for the mold.
All right.
Careful with
Oh,
that mic now.
put the gnome down.
Or, I don't know. There he is.
There's
Oh,
Chris.
There's Chris.
The fallen Chris Nordine.
So you got the mic, Mom. You want to let them know how it goes with this?
Yeah, so here's what we do. We put a foot in, it's not spin the bottle, it's spin the mold.
Jason's first.
Jason's going first for the monkey hand. Oh,
That's tough, Jason. That's tough. Mom's
second.
I'm third. Gnome Man is last once again.
All right, should we write the order down on the board, or you guys are good?
I think we're good. Jason's going to be starting it up. You guys grabbing some jacks.
All right.
Yes.
'Cause-
He's grabbing some jacks.
Oh, maybe we could talk about this again.
Sure.
Look. All right, blown away. If you guys have watched, these are the words that people are sending in. If you haven't heard the news, I'm making this fun, crazy, wild cape, and I'm going to use it in my audition video of all the words that you guys have passed on that the show is about or that you feel I bring to the table. So yeah, there we go. That's a thank you to everyone. And we've got 4 pages of cactus answers. So last week's contest with the cactus, 4 pages of answers. So clearly you guys have gotten bumped by some cactus in your lifetime.
All right, so I'm taking over the camera now, guys, because I got spun into the last position again for the best jack mark in neck on the piece. So, who's going first?
I am.
All right, well, You get it set up the way you like.
Yeah.
Put it on the bench the way you like. Because that's it. There you go. All right, so you're gonna gather up one gather, blow a bubble out, and get a neck on it, my friend.
So I think the way this is gonna work is that we're pretty much, recycle. No assistance, you gotta blow a bubble out, you gotta knock it off the pipe, you have to create a bubble. And the neckline is gonna be the most important part to get that bubble off of the pipe. It has to be a complete bubble when it leaves the pipe.
Yep, and you can use the jacks for whatever you like.
And if only 2 people get the bubble off of the pipe, then it's down to the most symmetrical bubble. I think that's fair.
So the tie break-off will be symmetry.
The tie break off.
Nice.
All right, this is about challenge number 10 or 11. Once we get the trophy, the GA Champions Cup, finished, we're going to start scribing the winners' names upon them in the show.
Nice, and we're gonna be finishing it tonight, everybody.
Yes, we will.
So it's gonna be sweet. So Jason's got a nice gather of recycled glass. He's puffing a bubble into it.
And welcome,
This is gonna be
everyone.
really good. He's already going
Got
for
a
the
great
symmetry,
bubble
I
in
can
there.
see. Yep, look at that. He's got his bubble perfectly on center.
Lucy's in the house, folks.
What's up,
Chris
Lucy?
is giving him a really hard time right now while he's blowing out his bubble. We got some people on YouTube. That's great. We love when people are on YouTube. We want to be making that happen, folks. Diana,
No.
what's happening? All right, let's see it. I don't think Jojo's gonna melt unless he's really soft. Oh.
I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
Come on, Jojo. Here's some strength.
Come on, give it to him now. Yeah, tighten it up. There we go. Yeah, you got to use the fingertips.
I like. Whoa, Jojo, take it easy.
Getting a little overzealous.
Regrab, regrab.
I'm gonna give one heat, touch it one more time. Give it a double hit.
He's going for a heat now. What's happening, Dawn? Mary Lou, Pam, Mary.
There it
Sharon,
is, everybody.
Cindy, Rhodia.
Jojo's arm,
Gotta
world
feel your
famous. It's okay if people talk over each other because it's not a big deal.
Tanya, what's happening? The dog's barking in the background.
Jojo, use your strength.
Jojo.
It's not gripping.
It's not going to get it down there?
I'm gonna use one blade.
One blade in it.
I think
Nice.
that's about all the action I'm gonna get
I
off
think
of
that looks
Jojo.
pretty good. Let's pop it off and
So,
see how she lasts.
Woo!
I put a little water on there and see if she'll come off.
Yeah, we'll see. That is a neckline if I've seen one.
Yep, a neckline is exactly what that is. Oh, it's off.
We've got a nice bubble there, folks, for Jason. Looking good.
So we started it off all right, folks.
All right, who was number 2?
Michelle. Michelle, number 2.
However you want to preset it up. It's intense.
Oh boy. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Tuesday. It's show number 115. We're getting crazy with the new ideas for challenges.
I think it does help if we choke up on the jacks. Jake, you want to hold this? Don't. Uh-oh.
Nice check, nice check.
I
She
think
said it's a
choking
clogged
up on
pipe.
the jacks, everybody, makes a difference because just like the tweezers, if we get JoJo's muscles up here, it ain't going to work. But if we get JoJo's muscles down here, then you're going to get...
I'm worried
Whoa.
about the safety of Joey's.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Jojo could catch on fire. He's pretty hairy.
Well, I mean, hey, all glass blowers get their burns, and JoJo's on the pipe, so...
You're right.
Like that.
You're right. All right, Michelle's got to gather. She's marbering it up. She's gonna pop a bubble into it now.
My tag.
Yep, that's the tag. Little puff of air. Here comes that bubble now.
So surprisingly enough, when you're learning how to blow glass and you're an apprentice glass blower, the hardest thing to do is to get the first bubble in the piece. And we're blowing these things out and the bubble just comes out like that. But when you go into a class where people are learning how to blow glass and they've never blown a bubble before, it feels like you're going to blow your head off. It's really true.
Jake had a class this weekend. Any comments?
Yeah, I did have a class.
Oh, yeah, here she goes, folks. Helping you.
She asked for help. Oh,
jam it in there.
just get in there with Jojo.
Help turning the pipe. You can do it. Yes.
Yes, there it is. She's putting the line in. That's it, she says.
No reheat?
She's going. Well, knock it off of there. No? All right. There it is. Beautiful.
Well, if it didn't come off the pipe, then you're already out of the competition. So Michelle's been disqualified, everybody.
I guess,
So
yeah,
I-
I do. What happened to the little jacks?
I
You
think those
went for
might
the long
close
ones?
up, but whatever. They're hanging on the back of the bench. Just check it out. Feel it up a little bit, Jake. Get used to it. See? I think it's possible.
I think it is possible. It's just flumming.
Look at the concentration, everybody.
I like it.
You just got to work it hot, man. Just like when we were learning, like from Lino, and Lino would say, you have to neck it like a gorilla.
He would say that?
Yes,
Why would he say that?
because he knew about Jojo.
I kind of don't know if I like this grip, but I think it's good. Yeah, I like that grip right there.
Did you hear that, Michelle? When we were training with Lino, and he used to tell us to make
All right,
sure
now.
we tried to neck the piece like a gorilla. So I'm getting rid of this disqualified pipe right here, everybody, because Michelle did not get a neck on it. Look, no neck, and it didn't come off the pipe, so we're getting rid of that. Jake's took his gather. Here he comes, he's not messing around. He's got a big chunk on there.
So the goal is to get this bubble off of the pipe, and then once it's off of the pipe, the most cylindrical one wins.
Cylindrical.
It's like the cleanest
Spherical.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah.
All right, he's blowing some air in there. This is called the Jojo Challenge number 115.
That's right now.
You actually have to use the gorilla arm with the jacks to get a correct and functional neck on the piece.
Next goblet is only Jojo.
Oh, he's got a big boy here. Here we go. Whoa. The gorilla hand technique is working.
Need wax. Oh. Ooh. Gonna have to go for a heat here. Let's get her set back up.
Adjustment. Hey everybody, where are you from? Have you ever seen a gorilla blow glass? And nobody better call me a gorilla. So all we have is a gorilla arm blowing glass. Here it goes. He's got to get a grip on it before he goes up. He's got it. Look at the technique, the
Stay with me now. Stay with me now, Jojo. Come on now. He's losing his grip. Ah. Jojo, keep it straight now. It's like I'm teaching a class here.
He's got a sore thumb. You're really pushing him over the limit. When you're making a neck on a piece, Jake, you have to, everyone knows, look, you gotta have it hot.
Is that like NAFTA, HAFTA?
Maybe, but you gotta have it hot. That's what that sign is for, everybody.
You're actually getting it in there.
Oh, I'm going for it now. He's got a solid grip.
Whoa, he's going in for the breaking point here.
Come on, Jojo, don't let it go now.
Saved! I saw some smoke coming off of Jojo's arm.
No, not Jojo.
I heard him. He was like, that looks pretty good.
That's the best I can do.
Looking good.
That's the best I can do here.
It's like totally like decent for a monkey.
It's not bad for a monkey hand.
All right. All right, so we only got one left. That's me, but look at this. Hope it comes off, Jake. Oh, yeah.
Barely.
It's looking pretty good. We got Jason's, we've got Jake's. Michelle was disqualified, no big deal. She didn't mind because she just couldn't manipulate the gorilla arm, but who's holding on to it? Getting ready here.
All right.
Got to adjust the Jojo grip.
So I did the best I could there, folks. I'm pretty proud of what happened.
Pretty proud.
Not bad. Chris is trying to manipulate the finger here. He's got a good grip. He's feeling strong with it.
Going through the motions.
You got to work it before you do it.
All right.
All right.
So Chris is definitely the leader in the Champions Cup as of today. That may not last forever, but we've done about, I think, maybe 12
I think he just grabbed the
challenges.
block pipe.
He just grabbed the clog pipe, but he's blown into it now.
And he didn't check it. Maybe it will stall him.
Maybe it'll stall him. Thanks, Tanya. Nice to see you on here, Tanya. Carol, thank you very much. Pam, thank you very much. Tanya's fiending for a Michelle second chance. I know Mom really wants to get up there and do that one more time.
I know my boundaries.
But welcome everyone back to the show. It's another beautiful day here in the shop. We've been blowing glass since this morning. Jason and I have a lot of things going on at the shop here. Customer appreciation getting scheduled for July. And look at this angle now.
That's how they had you train in Italy?
Yep.
Jason's asking
Angle
if
the
this is
jacks
training
out a little.
he had in Italy. It's a great angle on it. Now he's going down for the actual line. He doesn't have much.
Still got a little time
precision,
to,
but he's got some time.
puff.
A little extra air. He's going for the symmetry now. He's going back into the line. He's going to go for the readjust now, folks. Here now. And he's in there. Giving it a nice squeeze. Oh, yeah. Using the back of the jacks. Come on now.
Jojo, don't let me down. Woo, I got to get one more heat on this.
Look at all that. You see these guys are nice and watery. The beeswax on there is melting from this 2,000-degree glass.
I heard no squeaking. No squeaking coming from the jacks.
You waxed them up beforehand?
I think you did.
Oh, maybe I did. I wonder if Jojo's any good at waxing jacks or if that was me that did it.
All right, I got to go for the real defined line here now.
Bronson, what is happening? What other familiar names we got going on here, folks? Carrie, what's happening? Kelly, thank you very much. Where's everybody watching from tonight? We're out here in Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, there, he found the notch. He's putting a beautiful line in, but he's got the angle on it now. He's going for 2 necklines, I see.
Pulling it out into a nice bottle.
Oh.
Jojo's got some skills.
Ooh.
Oh, nice catch, Jojo. You're amazing.
What a catch.
Woo!
Wow.
Are you going back in?
I'm going to put Scott enough so I can just put some water on it and get it off. Jojo?
Jojo, grab the tweezers now.
Hey!
Talk about dropping the jacks.
You want this?
Are you kidding me?
Hey! There it is!
it.
All right, now take it easy, Jojo. Be kind to me. I don't want this thing to not come off correctly. Woo! Look at that thing.
Incredible. Incredible. Well done, Jojo. And that's how she goes, folks. Let's take a good gander at our spheres down here. I think it's pretty darn close. But you see, mine is pretty cylindrical. Chris over here is going for the vase.
And then you got Jason's over here.
Jason's is looking pretty darn round too.
So we got 3 contenders.
If you would fold Jason's and both of ours over to the what?
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
What? What the?
Like nothing happened.
That is some treachery, folks. But basically, you all are looking at it right now, and we need you all to vote on the winner. We saw Chris go. Here's a different angle for you.
Chris's,
Chris, right there in the back.
Jason's
the smallest.
and Jake's is the
Mine's
biggest.
up front. Folks, we got 3 off of the pipe. Let's hear what everyone thinks.
Did they see that on
You see
camera?
that?
Jake's just got dissolved into Stressville.
Stressville. Let's see some votes, folks.
Whoever-
That cylindrical, I mean spherical scenario. Whoever
Whoever
on this
gets
one.
the most votes wins.
All right.
Oh, Jojo took the pain.
Yes, we all have our sizzles on our fingers too. I had Marcy got me a little bit with the torch the other day, and I sizzled a couple hairs. And it definitely smells great when it goes through that kind of business.
When I was working with Nolan the other day, the big fluffer torch was out, and he was standing behind me, bringing me a lip wrap, and all of a sudden he just like squealed really loud. It sounded like a pig. He was like, whee! Like jumped up, and the torch was like, the torch was burning his shirt, like caught his shirt on fire. He was just like, oh!
Jeez. Well, we're looking
don't
to
know.
see.
It's why people-
We're looking at votes,
What?
and right now it's looking like I'm winning, but I'm not going to call it yet. Let's go over the board, or you're going to write the winner on there first? All right, beautiful. Will you take this so that I can show off these new style of gnome? Like we were saying in the beginning, upon popular demand and popular request, people love the pineapple mold. And so you see, we switched up our bodies to the pineapple mold. We made them a little larger, and we got rid of the feet. We focused in on the nose, and we left a little more room for the hat as well. So this is version 2.0. We're going to hold on to both versions, preference, whatever you like. I know Mary Lou is getting a custom order tonight, a custom gnome, and we drew it all up for the first style of gnome, and she wants to stick with the first style. She loves the feet on there. So we're leaving up a preference for everybody.
So all these gnomes are one of a kind, right?
You got it. This
So
is
they're
the
all
first
one
batch
and
we've
done.
done.
So you
Exactly.
got 1, 2, and 3.
All different twists on the hat.
purples, the iridescence,
Oh, yeah.
magic. You got the orange. He's the pimp right down there. Look at him, the pimp gnome. Then we've got number 5 and number 6. Number 4 is just over the keg of beer.
Yeah.
Is a nice, beautiful pine tree.
And we got 3 style of trees out here tonight available for purchase.
But we got 7 and 8 as well. These are really nice. The beards look real good on these guys. Look at Pinky over here is looking real good.
Yeah.
Look at the twists.
And if
now-
you remember, the pink, I believe, were the Slug Wranglers, and that's why there's a couple slugs next to them here now.
Ooh, the Slug Wranglers. And we got the perp. He's hot, number 10.
You do got the entrepreneurs down here as well.
Oh, the greens are the entrepreneurs.
That's
number
right.
13. Look
Money
at him. He's got
bags.
his computer and his money. I like his hat. And then we got the 100% recycled. He looks like a worker. He's got a wheelbarrow. Number 14. Ooh.
Recycle's cool looking.
And number 12.
So those
All
are the
right.
new style of gnome. While that was happening, we'll go back to that. Those go live on the website in about 7 minutes, folks. So check us out on glassacademy.com. As you know, we are a family business here in Dearborn, Michigan, and we make these handmade products all week long and make these shows and have a great time with all of you. And we love seeing you in the shop. When you're not in the shop and you're watching the show, this is the way to support. So those are one of a kind.
Yeah.
Once they go, they're going to be pulled from the table.
All right, so over.
How many are sticky fans?
Sticky fans, how many of you are out there? I know we've had a collaboration with Sticky Lollies, a really cool candy pulling company. If any of you are out there, Sticky could be making a gnome. But if we look down in the bottom right corner here, delicately and elegantly proposed, here is the winner from today's
Looks like Jake won the
Champion Cup
Jojo
Challenge.
Jack action.
I don't know what we're going to call that one, but I have another name on the trophy that we're going to be making today, which is right here. And we're going to take a look at the rest of tonight's action.
The agenda.
The agenda for the show.
So it is the Gathering Point, everybody. Show number 115 here at the Glass Academy. This is Jacob Nordine here, your host for this tonight. Dun, dun, dun. And he's going to tell you what's going on with 1 through 5 and each one of them. So let's hear it.
Precisely.
What's the warmer-upper?
The warmer-upper I think we're going to pass on today because we have 2 custom orders and we have a cup, the top part of our GA Champions Cup. And that's going to take quite a minute to make there. I'm going to be making that. So we're going to give that time, and then we want to have time for the giveaway. And as you know, we give away a piece every show. We had 250 entries this past week, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit.
We're going to be
later on.
spinning the wheel of names.
Spin the wheel of names.
We've got this really cool program, everybody, that is on the computer. We show you, it loads all 250 emails into it, and then we hit the button, and it spins a randomizer, schmandomizer,
One of
and that
those.
picks somebody randomly right off of that. But so the warmer-upper number 1 is thrown out the window. That's just fine.
If we
Now
get
we're
time
into
for an
number
artist
2,
choice,
Jake.
we'll go for it. Custom number 2. This is, we have 2 available custom slots per show, and people request for a $20 charge to have their piece that they custom order from the Glass Academy to be handmade in their colors by us on the show. And this one's for Jennifer. She has gotten a couple pieces before. She was the first to get a Baby Yoda Slug, and she's back for a little more. She's going for a custom tornado fish.
Nice.
And a tornado is a color pattern that we do on the cups that we offer on our website that there has been a little bit of controversy over in the Glass Academy family here.
What? There has been?
Over these tornado cups that she's talked about on the show. But they're a beautiful twist of color. She wants to have that type of twist on her fish.
I thought that it was like some type of like tornado, like Sharknado, the movie.
Oh, whoa.
That these fish actually fly around inside a funnel cloud tornado off the ocean.
Are they swimming? If it's water in the ocean, are they swimming? Or are they
Yeah, well,
flying?
that's what the sharks do. When the tornado comes over land, people would like be in the park having a picnic, and all of a sudden a great white would fall into the park and eat them, and then jump back into it.
Yep, that's a movie. That's a movie.
So that's technically swimming.
All right.
Beautiful. So then that's going to be for Jennifer. And Jennifer is going to get an awesome custom piece. Number 3 is going to be a sweet custom starry. We've got it listed as a starry gnome here. This is for Mary Lou, and she drew me up a beautiful drawing. It comes from, what was the show we were talking about earlier? Fantasia, the Disney show.
Well, now that we're not talking about Sharknado or any other shows, we're not going to be talking about Fantasia. No, you can talk about it.
Well, this is going to be the Sorcerer's Apprentice gnome, and we've got a drawing of it on my computer over there, but she made a beautiful drawing, swirls in the beard and everything, and we talked on the phone how she wanted it designed. We're going to have blue and white, kind of like a wizard's hat with stars in it going on the hat,
Nice.
and it's going to be ridiculous.
I like it. All right, so that's number 2 after the tornado fish.
That's right.
And then that was number 3. Now we got number 4, which is to finish the GA Cup. And we just talked about that. You guys know what the GA Cup's for and what it's going to do. So that's going to be kind of a cool process. It's going to be pretty heavy duty. I'm sure we're going to be sweating our butts off.
Because this is the bottom of the GA Cup, and the plan is we're going to scribe the winners, the champions' names along the side here, spiraling down over time. And as you win, just like I just won JoJo's challenge, I would never grab this whole piece with JoJo's hand. but
His forearm's too skinny. Look at him. He's a little
skinny
malnutrition.
forearm. Very soon we'll have a cup on here, and we'll be able to grasp this cup and take a nice gulp of the champion's liquid, which is ice cold water.
Yep, and make sure before we do that that we double check the proportions and all.
That's right.
All right, so I guess I'm making the custom tornado fish.
You got
so
it.
I'm going to turn this over to you.
Beautiful.
And the colors on that were a white body with gold brown and what other color?
This beautiful sea blue we have over here.
So gold brown, sea blue, and then what's this? This is silver
That's
blue?
for the gnome.
So I need white though.
You do need white. Size
All right.
00 would probably be best.
And then the accent fins can be whatever I want.
Yes.
Like, nice.
And we've got from tech support, folks, it is 6:30. The website is live. Here's a little alternate universe for you. That's how we handle all the tech setup of the show. But we also made some trees in order to support the orders that may come through here tonight. We love the trees that we got going on. And this is just a portion of the display that we have in the gallery, but like I said, these are brand new gnomes. And so we want to do individuals. We want everyone to get a taste of the first run of a new style of gnome, the second style we're going to offer. And we put these all up,
not really.
available, one and done, which means you purchase, we'll pull it from the table. But if anyone wants to see close-ups of these or any specific questions about Gnomeville or anything like that, please shoot them our way. Orange one is probably the most poppin' of them all. We've got yellow, pink's pretty bright, a couple of greens are looking incredible. They're all looking amazing. And then of course you got the iridescent special here on number 3. Contest winner.
We're not there yet tonight.
Yes, so last week for the giveaway, we made the first giveaway of the Emperor Slug. And this guy is a chunker. He's eating his turkey legs and whatnot. And we got the gold brown crown on top. Look at those eyes just looking up at you like, let me get another turkey leg. A little bit of wobble to him. He's a roly little fella. Well, we're going to be giving him away later in the show here tonight.
250 entries.
250 entries into that giveaway, which the giveaway for tonight.
250 is pretty good shot.
And here is the question for the giveaway for tonight's show, which means whatever we make at the end of the show tonight will be available next week on show 116. Are gnomes only around for seasonal summer fun, or are they the same gnomes we see in the winter during the holidays? I know I've seen holiday gnomes in my day wearing a little Santa hat scurrying around, up to no good. But where do you guys see your gnomes? And you answer this question, you send that answer to enews@glassacademy.com. That's how you enter the giveaway. Please include your name so we know who won.
You can go ahead and start one up.
And the website, like I said, is live. Lori's calling that her Empress Slug already. A little positive thinking there.
I like that.
Hey, what's happening, Sarah? All right, all right. Carol's in love with
Yeah.
number 13.
Thumb
That was the
size?
green
I'm gonna
guy.
go over the
cool
whole
thing with
thing.
these larger hats is we do have the ability to give them more squiggle coming up and down. I mean, look at the curvature on that gnome eyeball covering hat. Number 8 is a beauty as well. That's that watermelon green, the brand new green we've been doing a lot of slugs with and have been very popular. And here comes Jason with the first bit of color. It's going into the gold brown, a super iridescent color. Jennifer actually based this color pattern off of a gnome's hat that she said she really loved.
Let regular customers know, repeat customers, that these gnomes are slightly taller.
And I do want to, tech support's asking me to let you folks know that for our repeat customers that are matching up a new style
way.
gnome with an old style of gnome,
Remember how we-
these gnomes are slightly taller. It's because of the larger size of the hat. The base is also a little wider as well. So they're a little bigger than your other one. Just a little bit different on all fronts, giving you some variation. Mary Ann's got some kind of question
Wait.
and some love.
John says that he sees gnomes running around all year long.
Oh, really? John must be pretty close to Gnomeville. They do be scurrying
many
out of
coats you
there
got
at
on
all
there?
times of the year.
Good. Yep.
Jason's getting great shape to his bits there. He's got some sort of tendency to always go at a really high angle and give a really sharp angle to it. And now he's slowly learning. He's letting it get longer, and they're pulling out really
it up in the air when
smooth.
you
And
come
we're going
over.
to see the way this pulls off of the pipe.
Yep.
He's got a beautiful heat on it, and watch the way this pulls completely even. And Chris has a ton of control over the diameter of the trail. There's no big ball coming off. It's not super thin. Chris is choosing how much glass he wants. Look at this. He even goes for a second one, and it's still pulling really even. And a third. Come on now. Let's get a round of hearts here, folks.
Yep, that's good. Now blue one.
Very beautiful. All right, Carrie got number 10. She loves the new style as well as the old, and that's what I've been hearing from everybody. Just a little bit different. They don't love one or the other more, but they've got their own complementative angles. Number 14, Kelly got the recycle one. Come on now. I knew that one was going to be popular. I love it. 6 is getting pulled as well. Ingrid, a little support. I love it. Are gnomes seasonally migratory? You know, I have not heard that they are. I know they typically reside in Gnomeville. You were just reading an article on that the other day, weren't you, Chris?
Yep.
Where do they usually go when they migrate?
Usually around a big rock, giant boulder.
And they all just kind of hold hands
Get
around the rock?
underneath it and just get close, kind of like turkeys. They just like a turkey pile. They just get together.
Ah.
Yeah, you know, turkeys have pileups all the time. They're crazy. They get scared when lightning strikes.
What?
When lightning strikes on a turkey farm, there'll be 75,000 turkeys in a building, and a lightning will strike, and they'll freak out because they're not very smart animals, and they'll start climbing on each other.
No
and
way.
It's called a turkey piling, and farmers will have to pull them off to try to save them, and they just die. They kill each other because they're so scared they just like freak out.
Can anybody confirm this story, please?
Are there any farmers out there that
They can.
Farmers? Who's
I
watching
know.
that's a farmer?
This was an NPR story, but let's see if there's farmers.
I need confirmation.
Whatever it came from, it's a fact, and it came out of my brain, but it's a fact.
All I
got a
know
bunch
is
of coats on
that
Okay.
Zach, who some of you folks who've been watching the show for a while here, pit stop coming, watch out now. Let me get this angle first.
Stay.
Zach, my roommate who has mic'd on the show in our earlier days, actually hit a turkey with a golf ball just 2 days ago, folks.
And what happened? Did it
The
live?
turkey scurried right off. But what are those birds called with the beautiful feathers no.
Peacock?
Peacocks. There are a couple peacocks on the golf scenario around here. The golf scenario. What am I talking about? I love that question, folks. I love talking about where gnomes come from. What's happening, Deb? Welcome to the show. Pam's watching in about 100 degrees in Oklahoma.
Almost as hot as here in the glass shop.
And Jason was just telling me your brother went to Egypt, and he said it was over 100 degrees every day. It's insane.
I think it was 117 in Arizona
117?
just a couple days ago.
It's a lot, folks.
Andy, our brother-in-law, was telling me that if it gets below 110, that's when he likes going to golf. Otherwise,
Oh
it's
my
too
God.
hot out.
Oh my God.
That's insane. Yeah.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
What's happening, Scott, and everyone in the chat? That's right, folks. Show each other some love. We got a lot of Glass Academy addicts in that Facebook page that do all kinds of cool stuff. It's great to see you all out there. And for anybody who's not commenting on the show, if you're sitting on your couch or you're just sitting in your car, popping on, popping off, what's happening to you as well. And anybody who watches the show later on, a couple days from now, toss a chat in here anyway and say what up. Let's see what we got going on here. Are you going for the twist on it, or are you still just melting it in?
I'm melting them in, getting it hot. Then I'm going to just maybe give it one light pass on the marver, just to keep those things. But maybe, I don't know. I can't remember how I made the tornado cups.
What? You squish it down, and you let it fall and twist in there, and then hit it with the tweezers.
I did marver it out. I didn't leave it.
Marver it.
I didn't leave it three-dimensional.
No. Let me just get that focused. There we go, folks. Sorry about all that. Come on now, give it to me.
Oh yeah, I'm ready now.
Yep, that's right, William. I wish this thing would just focus.
Watch how it does it right at the neck.
So now I'm gonna get this view. Look at this shot. Look at the way he's letting the glass lean to the right and turning the pipe a little bit slower so it's twisting those three colors up. Look at that. Now he's gonna bring it to the bench.
Magic. Now I gotta twist it the opposite
and now we're
way.
going for the opposite twist. Look at this move. And this isn't gonna be a small fish here, folks. Look at that. We call that the Tornado Zigzag Special. Psychedelic action,
Blow.
folks. How about an emoji for that?
Keep going.
That's a great way to show your love, folks. If you got nothing to say or you don't want to send an actual comment and put your name out there, how about sending an emoji?
Good.
And just
Looks
let
good.
us know you're watching.
Don't want to get too big though.
Thank
Can't
you.
be big old giant.
And
pipe.
type a comment on YouTube, folks. We are, as we're toying with Facebook and then having situations happen, we are very much toying with the idea of switching over to watching on YouTube and answering comments. So we want to hear.
We're gonna. Yep, you got
what's
the
going
cork
on with
paddles there.
Facebook, and,
We're gonna be good
figure
for
all
now. Grab
that
the cork
out,
paddles.
But, it's a learning journey this entire time.
No, I don't think so.
You got your mic on? Should I be quiet when you're talking?
I'm sorry.
Heather got number 2. Let me see what number 2 is. Oh, it's been pulled. Oh, yep, it's gone. Jason
flip
is
it.
going for the corks.
Yep.
He flips it.
I love that
This is going to be a
smell.
huge fish, folks. Look at that.
All right, how about some bits?
Beautiful smoke coming off. And look at that tornado swirl action. That color looks green while
Right
it's
in the
hot,
eyes, eh?
and then it turns down and becomes that beautiful light blue we see right here. There's our color combo.
Got the cork
I'm going to
sap.
bring it back to the table as these individual gnomes get pulled. The best
Let's
display
do
to
the
keep your
tail
gnomes
first.
with is with an awesome
Let's do
tree.
it
This
out of,
guy's a leaner. We made a bunch of trees,
gold.
Marcy and I did,
Gold brown.
over the
Yep.
past couple days here. And look at that one. I love when they lean one way or the other. They're all totally one of a kind. But when you order them, you order the color palette. So say you went for the 4-tiered Granny Green special here. If I could hold this guy up and take a look at his trunk, they are super cool in here. They've got knots in them, little bird holes. Super cool. We always put these felt bases on them so that they sit and you set them down and they feel really great. But you pick your color, you pick your size, and then each one is handmade by us in the shop right in front of you here. And comes out to you. Okay. Lori, number 8. That is that watermelon green. And you saw the other one that was watermelon had the white dots. That was number something here that's gone. But number 8 here is watermelon on its own. I was really trying to not get too crazy with it and put too much color. Keep some of them simple for us. And this is a deep, beautiful watermelon green. All the swirls are totally unique on each piece, just depending on the heat, the size of the bit, as many swirls as we can get with the twist of the wrist.
Yep.
Red Wings Gnome on the golf course, watch out. And here comes the tail fin, folks.
I hear so some of the theory is that the gnomes hibernate in the winter, the garden gnomes go away and hibernate, and that winter gnomes are different than summer gnomes.
Is that true now?
I don't know, food for thought. This is going to be one sweet fish. Now, I will say, if you go search glass fish on YouTube, if you Google that, you're going to find a bunch of videos, but I can guarantee no one's going to have Jojo in the beginning, starting out quite the same way.
Oh, man.
And what else I like about this fish, too, is that it's opaque. For some reason, a lot of people use transparent colors, and it's a lot of bits, and it's hard to see. You know what I mean? You can see through the fish. I like that this one's opaque and that the fins are not.
Totally, I agree. Kim, if you're looking to order one, I see you're having a little bit of a situation. The website is glassacademy.com. When you go to the website, we have a live feed page where we feature items for each of the shows that we do. And I think by the time the next show comes around, we take off the previous show's items, and we're always highlighting a certain product of ours. So if you go to Glass Academy, you go to the product page, there should be a Facebook Live page that you can see all of the different options, all of the different numbers we have tonight, and you can pick and choose which gnome you like. You can see the pricing on the trees. It's the first link under shop, folks. Oh boy, Kelly's coming in for a class this Saturday. That's what I'm talking about. It's a warm one in here. Typically we don't teach classes in summer, but we're trying it out this year, seeing how people enjoy the heat in the shop. It's the true glass blowing experience. And we do have special class pricing, and we're going to have a lot of discounted and special product pricing for customer appreciation in July. Do we know, is that going to be early or late July? Do we have a set date?
No, all month is customer appreciation.
Excuse me, all month is what customer appreciation is, folks. So that's going to be after a little over a year of doing these shows and having you guys help us through the pandemic and everything that we've come, everywhere we've come along since I came home, and the way the business has changed here in Dearborn. That's going to be customer appreciation, and we're going to have discounted classes. We're going to have all kinds of cool deals and cool events. I'm actually putting together and talking about and getting it organized golf outing in the near future this summer, folks. So if that interests you, let us know in the chat. It's not put together yet, but I'm doing the research, and it's going to be amazing, and we'll meet a lot of folks in person, and should be a great way to have a great time. A little customer appreciation, folks. I'm seeing the emojis coming in. I love it. Bridget, we don't wear safety shoes because this is our shop and we blow glass every day. Chris has been blowing glass for 30 years, and if he gets a little bit of glass on his toe, he's willing to sacrifice his pinky toenail or his big toenail for the cause. And the cause is airflow to his ankles. And that's just what happens when it's a family business. Chris has the option. I prefer to have my shoes on here. I feel a little more comfortable, a little more secure, as does Jason. But hey, we've all got our own preferences. It's hot in here. It's about, I'd say 95 where I'm standing, but up by the hole, it's ridiculous. And to anyone who's out there that's taking a class, let us know in the chat what you thought of the heat, because it's getting to be that time of year for sure. We're in the thick of it, that things are warm. Let's take a look at these bottom fins. So you see the shape coming along. The tail's on the back there. His lips are connected to the pipe, and look at that color pattern. Jennifer, if you're watching, this is already coming out better than I was imagining it to be. All right, Julie, nice to see you. Nice to talk to you. Got number 5. I love it. Julie Finn, I saw, posted a video the other day of her happy hour drinkware that we had made for her when she was in the shop with Carrie and a couple other Glass Academy addicts, Sue and her daughter. Great time. Thursday nights we do happy hour. Come in and have a custom piece of drinkware made by us. We draw it on the floor. It's a day for drinking water. That's for sure. We got our awesome cactus hanging out with us tonight. We've been putting them out front, welcoming people in. And here comes a little GA stamp on the bottom. You're gonna see them cut it, torch it, and squish it with the GA, our insignia that certifies it's from the Glass Academy here in Dearborn. Mark, we will let you know for sure about the switch. Thank you for the heads up, folks. I'm loving the comments coming in here. This is the first time I haven't been able to keep up with the comments in a minute. Keep them coming, folks. If you got questions, we love it. I'd love to hear who's new from the show. Anybody just found us on Facebook? We will definitely be having a Glass Academy Addicts class time. I think, really, I think you all should pick a date together. Let us know, perhaps, and we'll make sure that I'm in here and we can see what all is going on. We want to let you guys have a crazy experience here in the shop. So during customer appreciation at a discounted rate, I would definitely say put together a date that you all are going to meet up here and take a class together. We'd love to see all of you. Here comes eyeball number one. You see this long string of glass. Look at that application, beautiful. Nice. Tanya got the watermelon with the white dots. Dawn got number 6. Jane, that's the actual question that I wanted to ask. That's a really, really great question. Very important technical question. And it really has to do with our giveaway question here. Are gnomes elves in the winter? That's a question I'd like to put out to all of you. I'm gonna let that one simmer. Thank you for asking that, Jane. I didn't want to be the first one. I didn't want to go against the writing of the giveaway question here, but Jane did ask, aren't gnomes elves in the wintertime?
We thought about that, but I don't think so.
We're gonna see what they have to say. We didn't think so at first, but we're gonna see what they say. All right, Kim figured it out online. I love it, Kim. Kim, are you new to the show? Who all's new to the show? I'm catching up now.
We're having an upcoming referral program during the month of July too. So you refer someone, they place an order, and you'll get surprises. We're working it all out.
That's how we do it.
Gnome number 1, as of the last time I checked, is the only gnome left.
Gnome number 1 is the last standing gnome. What? The one I said was the brightest and the most crazy looking, coolest
do you know
world?
what's so interesting? Orange is the color of creativity.
Really?
Did you know that? That's why Furnace Design Studio in the beginning was orange logo.
Look at that clean booty. Very nice, very nice. Tanya's requesting her next custom order is going to be a glass big toe.
Love it.
No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Tanya, you're the bomb. Tanya's got a birthday coming up soon, folks. Anybody else got birthdays here in June? We are in now, in the middle of June. Michelle's sister, my aunt, Jason's older brother. Dad, what can you contribute to June birthdays? I know very few people's birthday, that's why I write them all down.
I think it's the summer solstice is June 21st.
Yep.
So
What's that supposed to mean?
Birthday.
Ah, right.
All right, so I think we're gonna have to.
That's right, Carrie, it's hot. No, I think you should knock it and just torch those lips. They look nice and juicy when you pop it right off.
All right.
And
Get a reduction on this puppy.
look at this. Wait, so hold on now. Let's take a gander here. Look at all that gold brown. It looks kind of brown. It looks pretty dark. They're going for the reduction. For anyone who's new to the show, and I haven't seen any comments just yet, Jason just turned down the oxygen and turned up the air. And so in a second here, he's going to give it a flash. He's going to come out. He's going to do that one more time, and it's going to bring all the metals to the surface of that brown color, and it's going to make it a blue, shimmering iridescence. Mark's drinking tea right now. What the? Sharon's vintage. Not many new viewers, but how about the vintage ones? Oh my. Jennifer, you got the hook up here tonight. Look at this. Look at those eyes, fish eyes, covered in clear for a little magnification. This guy's swimming through the air, off of the pipe. A little bend is what he's giving him now. Wow. A little cold metal right now on the neck. And you're gonna see him pop it off. A gentle tap of the pipe. And if Chris lined it up correct, it should break with the lips right off of the pipe.
No, gotta flash it.
Ah, he's gotta take one flash. He was saying it wasn't sitting straight. He didn't want to knock it and have it fall over on its side. Oh, Deb, yep. I would love to get on a train and go over to the UK. I'd love to go anywhere, switch it up. It's time to travel. Things are opening back up, and as soon as we take our break, whenever we take a break, we will be traveling somewhere cool.
Over the rainbow.
Somewhere like
So,
that.
speaking of rainbow, did you see that picture of Chris on the Facebook page? We got stuck in a storm and coming home was a giant rainbow. And rainbow represents Pride Month, which is happening. See how I rolled that in?
I like that.
And on the 29th, we're doing a special fundraiser.
All right, another collaboration show.
Yeah.
Hold on now, let me see this. Beautiful, popped right off. You see him looking for some minnows here. The best we can give him is about some 2,500 degree heat.
What's the best way to grab this guy?
Claw it from underneath.
Yep, I'm gonna have you grab him while I can lay him out, all right?
Thelma, great question about the starfish class. After looking at the annealer here where we put it away, I'm gonna show you all the starfish class. It's coming up next, and we will be starting that in July. He's opening up those fish lips. A little bit of torch. And a little butter knife for the separation in each side. Oh, man.
All right, let's get him away.
Get him out of here now. Nice grab by Jason to the side. He's learning the leverage of the glass. It's beautiful. Away we go. We're going to number 4. In here we have more gnomes. We also have some mugs. And into the very bottom he goes. You're going to see all that on the annealer reveal on Thursday. He's in there. Nice job. Nice job. Jennifer.
All right, that thing's pretty pimp.
That was a cool one.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
Love it.
Over here, I'm going to take a quick, brief look at these starfish that we are still designing. But we're going to have you folks making glass starfish here at the Glass Academy. If you're local, if you're not, we've had quite a few people come in from out of town, if available, to come take a class and meet the crew here. And Michelle would love to read some comments. I just want to say again, Jennifer, thank you for another custom order. That was a beautiful one. And I think Chris gave you a little extra on that one for sure.
All right, I'll stand next to Chris while he checks his phone. All right, here's 2 cactus stories that I thought were funny. So the question was last week, have you ever been poked by a cactus? And we all heard Chris's story, which was fun. Yes, I am very tactile. She got a cacti and was warned that they were sharp. She reached out because it was pretty. Ouch, my sister just stood there and laughed at me. Oh, I wrote the wrong one. Wait. Christmas cactus, sorry. Okay, here's the Christmas cactus. It had a dozen blooms on it. She put it on a shelf in her house, went to work, came home, all the flowers were gone. The cat ate the flowers. Her cat ate all the flowers. It did not get sick. She was totally fine, but doesn't have the Christmas cactus. And then I like this one. The question was, have you ever been poked? Luckily, I have not. I don't live a very adventurous life.
Aww.
Yeah, but there's house cactus.
Well, speaking of getting poked, I just listened to an NPR podcast the other day about someone who was deep sea diving to look at hammerhead sharks when they were in their schooling phase up in the water. And they got up under like hundreds of hammerhead sharks. and she stuck her hand onto an urchin, a sea urchin, and the blades or whatever they are went through her hand, and they got poison on them, but so she was bleeding everywhere, and with her adrenaline and whatnot, she pulled them out of her hand, and then because she was so smart and so calm, she knew that the sharks were schooling, I suppose, and they don't eat when they're schooling. And so she slowly swam with the last bit of her oxygen up back to the surface and went literally right next to sharks and stuff while her hand was bleeding.
I would have been a goner.
It was crazy. Just to finish the story, she then broke her pelvis, and the calcium of the pieces that were broken inside of her hand transferred from, like, disappeared and were used to recreate her pelvis that her body recreated. How insane is that?
Humans are wild.
Humans are so cool.
That matches the fish. It's an ocean story. That was perfect.
Cactus and fish. I just squished them together in one story. There we are, folks. Don't you love NPR?
Yeah.
And TED Radio Hour, baby. All right.
Okay, on to some glass blowing.
Yes, let me hand this to you. I honestly couldn't even keep up with all the comments, but I did want to say one other one from Jane here.
Yeah?
This is Scandinavian folklore. Ever since the Swedish Santa has looked like a house gnome, since forever, the house gnome's job, according to the legend, is to protect people and animals and to make sure they are happy. And if that's not what our glass does, then...
That's so fun, because we could, that could be the little gnome story. So when you buy it as a gift, there's a little gnome story.
I like that. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not 100% caught up on the comments, folks. I know you all have beautiful things. I saw a lot of birthdays out there. Happy birthday to everybody, but I'm going to move on to Mary Lou's custom gnome that we're going to make here. Old style, the first Gnome 1.0 style.
All right.
And we're going to make it happen. I'm going to chug some water first.
Get no star marini?
No star marini on these.
No?
Nope.
All right. I do
Just
want to
the,
say the
white.
gathering point. Here is a t-shirt that someone bought. Super cool. Look at how vibrant that is. The writing's a little dark on the purple shirt, so you got to be up close to hear what's going on at the gathering point. Winner tonight is Jacob of the contest. You do have time to still enter the contest. 250 entries are tonight for that slug you see over there. So you have a 1 in 250 chance of winning it. Tonight, new style gnomes, we're calling them Gnomes 2.0. If you saw the e-news, you might already have answered the contest. Chris is hard at work over there, catching up, reading your comments. And over here, blown away. Thank you everyone who sent in samples so far. Cactus, shout out to Christina for the awesome cactus. We're working on displays tomorrow. We got 2 artists coming in to make some larger pieces for our show. You'll see some of that stuff pop up in displays on the website very shortly. It's definitely been an interesting year for us to think about how our customers were local, but now they're not all local. You guys are all over the world. It's been pretty cool. So this is traditionally what happens. You sit there and discuss the item. Too far ahead, you kind of forget what you're doing.
So we're doing cup now?
No, we're doing the gnome, custom gnome from Mary Lou. How many of you folks have seen the Disney movie Fantasia? Is that what it's called? Fantasia?
I believe it is, yeah.
I have not seen it.
We didn't grow up on Disney movies.
But she did tell me the whole story of how it works, and this is going to be the Sorcerer's Apprentice gnome. What I was just explaining to Jason is how he's going to bring the hat, which is going to be all blue, and he's going to put a tap of white, a strip of white on one side, and a strip of white on the other side, dots of white, so that it looks like it's kind of stars going up. It's blue and white, and I'm going to swirl it a little bit as it's going up the gnome hat.
Nice.
It's going to be hardcore.
I like it.
All right then.
This guy is puffed up, heavy duty, everyone. Look at him, man. He's ready to pop. Pop with love or slime, one or the other. Oh, I just see it and I get thirsty. Everybody knows that old saying, a shoemaker doesn't have shoes. The glass blower drinks his water out of a plastic pitcher. Hey, it works just fine. So we got the recycle glass up pretty hot tonight, you guys. Let's go check out on the temperature gauge here to see the temperature.
That's as much as I could get right there.
Gathering it up. We're working.
Will you drop that mold out for me, Jason?
About 2,130
the OG mold
degrees. And here we go. This is the temperature control panel for that particular furnace. It's got all the crazy on and off switches and the burner and pilot safety systems, everything. So, and then just when you think you're safe, there's more drinking water everywhere. All right, all right.
Good.
So Jake just went in, he took his gather of molten recycled glass and he's making the body of this gnome, the Fantasia gnome.
Can you move that torch closer?
Sir.
Thanks.
Woo!
Christina, we've been giving your cactus lots of love.
This cactus?
Yeah, it was kind of windy. He blew over again.
Kind of looks like one of those things you used to blow up with air and you could like punch it and beat it up and it would fall over on the ground and it would stand right back up.
I had so many toys.
The bottom of them was filled with sand and you could give it like a karate kick to the head and it would fly down and then it would stand right back up like it was coming at you.
I know what you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah, that blow up thing.
Jason knows.
Yeah.
Jason Gnomes.
Those are the toys when it was just plain and simple back in the day when your parents would go to the store, Toys R Us, and they would just get a bunch of toys to wear you out. And it was like a mobile punching bag where you just go over there and beat it up real good, work it.
I had one that looked like a clown.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's going for some big boots, man, because these guys don't just have feet. Gnomes have boots, man, because they're
workers. Could you
workers.
grab me the butter knife?
They are workers.
So she said she wanted pink for the toes and for the nose, but she wanted to be transparent. So the way we did that, because our pink is opaque, is we put one very light coat on there. So it's still quite transparent, but it's got that pink tone to it.
I like it.
Doing this move right here is how I've messed up my back when we did about 150 million gnomes in a 1 week stretch. And
that's a lot of gnomes. It
recovering
sounds
from
like
that.
some other glass blower that told everybody he made 1 million pumpkins, literally.
Oh my God.
In like 2-year period. So I tried to figure it out and it wasn't bad. It was only like about like 27,000 pumpkins a week. So I figured it wasn't true.
Wow.
Yeah. But that is a lot of pumpkins.
A lot of gnomes too.
Yeah.
150,000, that's a little more realistic.
Yeah, you break that down, you're just talking like maybe 1,000 a day.
Yeah. Beard first, yep.
All right, so going for a beard.
This guy, I love the body shape. Look at the chub, look at the girth this guy's got going on.
He's kind of got a low belly.
Yeah. He's had his fair share of gnome food.
Yeah, what do gnomes eat? Garden vegetables?
Probably.
I think that's right up there. What about anybody else? Can anybody else suggest what gnomes eat?
What?
Because there's got to be something that's a regular edible item that gnomes eat.
I'm ready.
I started out with garden vegetables. Anybody else? Beer for sure. They drink beer. They're probably drinking porters and stouts just to survive on it.
Nice, Mom. Way to remember that size.
Gnome Burger.
That was perfect.
Isn't that the name of the place in downtown Dearborn? Gnome Burger?
Gnome Burger? Check this out, Dad.
All right, I think we're getting a pit stop here coming, folks. Magic mushrooms, we hear. I'm sure that's probably why they get all crazy.
Oh, they're eating magic mushrooms?
Yeah, when they eat the magic mushrooms, that's when they congregate and they start singing and they're stomping around and they're oi, oh, oi, oh.
No! What is happening?
That's what a clan of gnomes sounds like when they're on magic mushrooms. You can hear their feet, they're like...
We are the gnomes. I'm trying to work on some work here. Yeah, the gnomes
Gnome Run
great.
Pizza.
Thanks.
And I have
the
heard
nose.
some fairy tales of gnomes coming in and stealing Santa's cookies. I wonder if there's ever been a show like, remember the one on National Geographic, Lions versus Hyenas, everybody? And that was like a super good one. Well, what if there was like gnomes versus the elves? It's totally what happens. Especially if the gnomes are stealing Santa's cookies, the elves have it out for them big time.
I hope everybody's commenting and talking with you and having a good time, but
They
look
are.
at that beard.
Look at the feet sticking out. The beard's got all kinds of nice undulation, gnome undulation.
Nundulation? That doesn't sound right.
Hey, thanks, Sharon.
Baby.
I like it. I do. I got some good
Look at the
ideas
schnoz.
flowing. No, I don't, but I'd like to look that up.
Look what up.
Carol just said there was a show that Elton John did called Romeo and Juliet.
Whoa.
And if I think about that, it was probably some like 2 foot tall, 400-pound gnome with a tall, slender Juliet. And it was a crazy, crazy live performance.
Sounds pretty crazy. Well, the schnoz has been applied. Schnoz application.
Ooh, I like the schnozzer, the schnoz. That one now, look at him. He's got nothing going on above that schnoz.
Nothing. Nothing yet. Except for a little neck.
Literally, you put a neck on him.
I think that's why they call it that.
Is that a pun? Isn't a pun two things that mean the same or something? And they cross over upon each other?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know
Jake,
the
we
answer
need
to that.
answers, man. We need
I don't know
answers.
the answer to that.
Let's see. We need answers, Jake. Number one. Oops, sorry about that, sweetie. I just actually smashed into Michelle's head. But she's okay. She survived.
She said, what?
We got ourselves a giant gnome hat coming on. This one is the Fantasia special. It's going to have the white starry spots.
That's
going
right.
up each side. I'm surprised nobody got number one. Look at the poor guy. I love his hat. It's so beautiful. It's got the iridescence on it. It's got my favorite color, orange.
Yeah, we made like 3 more of the orange ones today because I was guessing that it was going to be the most popular one.
Look at him. His beard's tight.
Bringing that
He's got
to
the
me?
3 curls.
Looks
Look
perfect.
at his nose, everybody. It's huge. He's got a big old wide one, but I love that hat.
Get that guy
He's a
deep.
nice one. I'm surprised he's still here. Number one, guys. Somebody better get him. He's probably the one who drank all the beer. That orange creative.
I'm gonna
Orange is
actually
the
just hold
color
on
of
to him. I'm gonna mark
creativity.
it a little bit.
All right. Jake, I just want to, you got something in your hair.
No, not again.
Jojo's here just to help out.
Jojo's always there for me.
Can't he help anyway? He's feeling really, really sad. Don't mess with his Jack.
Stop that, Jojo.
I hear him.
All right, as juicy as possible.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful heat on here. I'm not distracted by Jojo.
I don't know why every time Jojo grunts and makes this noise, his hand moves. Watch. All right, hat application coming on.
Not ready?
I am if you are.
Yep, he's going for it.
Okay, I want just like this. God dang.
Jojo should do some diamonds.
You got something in your ear. Jojo's trying to help out.
Mary Jo's probably like, Chris, that's my gnome.
Mary Jo, I'm sorry that Jojo was doing it. It wasn't me. Looking good, looking good. Got the white stripes on there. Woo. What?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, the white stripes. It's that country band.
Oh, baby.
Got a nice close one of that.
That's looking good. Nope.
Yeah, it looks good. Sue, what up? Nice to see ya. Oh, it's a movie? I want to check it out. Gotta be careful when you're too close with the flops. What up, Tracy from California? Nice to see ya.
I can't remember if she wanted a curve in the top of it or if she just left me to let the hat happen. Can you watch for Mary Jo? Mary Jo, I know you're watching. Do you want this hat straight or do you want a bend in it?
Mary Jo, do you want the hat perfectly straight or do you want a bend in it? Do you want it to look a little bit like super orangey? That little curl at the top? Let us know. I'm watching for you, Mary Jo. Give me some love. Curve.
Curve? Curve or a twirl? Mary Lou?
She said curve right there. Curve.
Curve?
Yep.
Curve it is.
Mary Lou's doing it. White Stripes is not a country band. Come on, Sharon. You know they are. That guy can do anything.
How about that for a little curly Q curvature?
Ooh, I like them.
Now for the GA stamp. Nah, we're gonna hit it
I know who
hat.
the White Stripes are, everybody. And Jack White is from Detroit, and he's not a country singer. That's like saying the Smashing Pumpkins are country.
Oh, yeah.
What up, Donna? Thanks for tuning in. We've got some crazy, crazy thing. The question for tonight, everybody, is, are gnomes only around for seasonal summer fun, or are they the same gnomes we see in the winter during the holidays? Like this guy. That is a beautiful looking gnome. That was a custom gnome for Mary Lou. Fantasia style.
Nope.
Send the question answer that you're going to come up with to enews@glassacademy.com, everybody, and make sure you put your name in the email so you can win, have an opportunity to win the giveaway. Last week's giveaway is this super puffy Emperor Slug.
Here
These
comes
guys
the
are
knockoff
powerful.
over here.
Yep, I'm going to come check it out right now. Going to the knockoff area. Let's get one more good look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Now we lay him on his side, just like he's sleeping. Nice, the punchy comes off.
Ouch!
You can hear him snoring a little bit.
He does look pretty sleepy.
Now we just take a 3,000 degree torch and hit him right on the underside, which he's probably screaming right now.
Yeah.
Yow.
Ouch.
And it goes into the annealing oven for about 18 hours, everybody. Jake's grabbing him. He's got him. And there he goes. Mary Lou,
Mary
that's
Lou.
a beaut.
Another beautiful
That's
custom
a wrap.
order for Mary Lou.
I love it, everybody.
So can I jump in and put that on something? The table?
Hey, I got it right here.
So I want to say.
Can I put it on you? You're talking?
No, I'm talking next to you.
So then,
I'll do this. I'll take the mics. Now you can put the camera on me.
if you want to see that.
Okay, so June 29th, we're doing a show with the Ruth Ellis Center. It's a collaboration show. It's succulents and nest bowls, so that's coming the Tuesday at the end of the month. But I also want to say, if you guys have organizations that you'd like to see us partner with, we are opening our shows to some nonprofits. And so we are reaching out. Tell us what your favorite nonprofits are. What we do is we give a portion of the sales of the show night to the organization. So yeah, we're looking for, people always ask us for donations. So we're turning it back on you. You can put, when you send your comment to the e-news, you can throw your comment in there and just let us know an organization that you think we would partner with.
Yeah, maybe we could do it something like, if we had like 6 suggestions of different organizations, we could put them out there and have people vote on which one doesn't.
We could. We want to vet them. There's some vetting that they have to be a legit nonprofit and some stuff, so I'm not going to put that out there yet, but maybe in the future that's a great idea.
I wanted to vote for, I wanted to have the Fire Jugglers of America come in and be a sponsor of our
group,
show.
right?
Yeah, they do all kinds of things with the fire to help people out.
That's all good and whatnot, but we got plenty of fire in here. Let's get the ice carvers or something to cool us down.
We did have some fire people come in here one time. They were hanging from the rafters and everything, and then they talked us into going to the show downtown, and we went down to their show on stage, and Mom and I were in the front row, and the guys who were spinning hula hoops with fire on them, and they were like in these little outfits, and they're swinging them around, and one of them flew off the stage and landed around my neck.
Of course.
A flaming.
It did not land around your
It
neck.
did.
It did not land around your
All
neck.
right, a little exaggeration.
Yeah. Detroit Fly House, it was a show that they put on. They're amazing. They're
Oh,
like
now
circus
you're putting the
parade.
name out there?
That's really nice, Michelle. That's really great. Can you keep quiet over there, please? Can't believe it. She knows how to drive that bus.
Oh my God.
Honk, honk. Hey,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God.
Anyone else you want to throw under the bus? Beautiful. All right, so now we're making the trophy.
Yes, Mary Lou, that was pretty sweet. Just really cool. That was a great idea. It's nice when people send a drawing. That's really cool. We always say with custom orders, or at least when people get too deep into it, I remind people, you got to leave 30% up to the artist to make their decision and to choose what goes best. We know the material, we know the color, and she made a beautiful drawing and told me exactly what she was interested in, and we collaborated on it. And I gave her my opinions, and we put together that piece, and then we just created it on the show for her, and that's just a really cool process.
I love it, man. I love it. It's great.
Super cool.
That's what it's all about, you guys, having custom pieces made.
Yep. And I got a little taste of the comments. I think everyone thinks Chris is crazy. And Sharon said Chris is spinning a yarn about a mile long.
Come on, you guys. I'm telling you that was true. I had my neck was burnt, and they were just like, made sure I was okay.
Did they spray you?
They came over. I actually took it when it was on fire, and this is true. Threw it back up on stage to them, and they caught it and kept the show going.
Oh my
That's the truth. Yeah.
I kind of believe it. I 70% believe it.
It was at the Rudolph Steiner Lower School where they were doing their performance on stage, wasn't it? Oh, it was some other
he's
like
getting his
performance.
stories mixed up now.
But that's, I've only seen one fire throwing thing, and I was only hit in the head with a flaming hula hoop and flung it back up on stage once.
There you go.
So
Well,
I'm not mixing it up.
Moving on, here is the giveaway question once again, folks.
All right, let's read it out loud to everybody. Our gnomes, I don't have to read it.
You don't have to read it out loud.
All right, there it is. Everyone.
That's
I don't
it,
have to read
folks. The question about gnomes is posted on our e-news. You should definitely join our e-news because you get special discounts and you hear the giveaway question before the show even happens. Send that to enews@glassacademy.com. After I make this bowl here, this giant bowl cup for the top of our GA Champions Cup cup.
There's the inscription base, pretty big, and we need to pull the puddle bronze thing out. It was out, but I think it's probably over there in the closet. But can you hold this while I put my mic back on?
I'll hold this right now.
But I'm in
take a
charge
look
of
at
that, and then you
today's
guys are going to
giveaway.
be making the bowl, and then I'll make that and pick it up and lay it on and everything.
Okay.
Emperor Slug being given away today.
Shiny crown.
Beautiful crown on there. He is cute. Jason and I are always brainstorming while we're working and making product. Thinking up new cool things, thinking up the challenge for each evening. I don't know if everybody saw, and I'm actually just seeing it now for the first time, our brand new bookmarks with Lucy and I on the front, Chris on the back. Look at that.
Nice. I never saw those before.
Me either, but it might get me to start.
Can't believe
reading
it.
some
Check
books.
the porch. So here's the story, everybody, with the Detroit puddle. The original Detroit puddle, which is our largest one, is still being cast off of an original Detroit sewer cap, water company sewer cap, that I got out of an abandoned building that was going to be demoed downtown in one of the automotive area districts. And I got that thing 30 years ago when I was living in Detroit, and I've been casting things on that forever, and it's sweet. But we wanted to make a smaller one, so we took the pattern that was on the big sewer cap, and we shrunk it down, and I sent it to one of my machine shop buddies, and he made this bronze pattern right here for us to cast on.
Having machine shop buddies around?
Yeah.
Just to get things done.
And on the other side, we did this.
Careful now.
The Michigan puddle.
Yeah.
So we got Michigan puddles, the smaller ones. These are pretty good. What do the puddles cost? What do they sell for, Shell? I think they're like 58 bucks or something
like that.
instead of 100. The small puddles, and they're online. We sell them online. A Michigan puddle, which is really all about the Great Lakes.
Let me show them real quick.
Yeah, show them over there.
Because this is what we're going to put on our Champions Cup to represent our hometown and represent what's going on here at the Glass Academy. Here is your large one. We do them out of recycled glass to represent everything we believe in. And here is the Michigan one. So we're going to be doing the Detroit smaller one there, because if we put that on the side of a cup, the cup would be bigger than, I don't know.
Bigger than Jason's head.
Well, for
Which
sure.
it's going to be bigger than that for sure. Hey, do a quick free marketing pan on the ash stuff.
Ashes in Art Glass, folks. Ashesinartglass.com. You can get spheres made with ash remains of your loved ones, or ring necklaces made with ashes of your loved ones or pets or whatever else you'd like to put in a piece of glass. And that's a really cool commemorative way to
so the
hold
plan,
those ashes.
The plan here, guys, is that Jake is going to be making and I'll be working the mic while him and Jason are making the large bowl, and Jake's going to have to imagine the size of this. I'll get a Detroit puddle that's pre-made so that we can have it while you're making the bowl, and then when the time's right and Jason and Jake say that the piece is ready to apply the puddle onto it, I'm going to cast the puddle on here, then I'm going to punty on the side of the puddle and go in and heat it up so it's nice and malleable, and we're going to lay it onto the side of the bowl, and then Jake will equalize the heat for a little bit, and then we're going to be able to put that away. The one thing I do want to mention to you, Jake, is you're going to probably want to take a caliper reading of the top of the first section so that when we connect them, then the patty you put on the bottom matches.
Is cylindrical. So, okay,
Yep.
That sounds great. I can do that. The other question I have is, do we want to do a pineapple mold for the top of it, or do we want to do a basket double optic mold gold brown twist that we just did on a mug today that looked ridiculous? I think we should maybe go with that, but is that too much gold brown, and do we want to work with optics in the glass?
Well, you're not going to be able to do the pineapple mold because you won't have enough glass
In the large pineapple mold, you think?
to make a bowl this big. Look, you're going to be maxing the glory hole out. It's going to be coming up
Okay.
about like this.
So
I don't
you're right.
I don't think
So
you'll
the
have
twist
enough.
it is then.
So the double optical mold in the bigger bowl, and leave this thing thick.
Thick. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Jason's got the calipers. Dad, take this. Yeah, that's perfect, because that's going to be... Am I putting a Maurice, or I'm probably going to put a little solid foot down there,
I
right?
think a foot like a little hockey puck.
I agree.
All out of crystal.
All
Has
right.
to be out of crystal.
All right. Yeah.
You think this is enough, Jake? I think.
Yeah.
For the double twist?
Yeah, and when it comes out pointy like that, it'll leave it nice and thick on the bottom. This is going to be hardcore, folks. One of the bigger pieces I've made in a minute here, and it's going to be really cool. I love people talking about the double optic basket twist. Looks like people are loving it. That's what's going to happen here, folks. Julie, I love that she's sharing slugs with her friends.
I got this.
Folks, the slugs are one of my favorite products. We're actually entering that to win an Etsy Most Unique Product contest. we're entering the Slug as our most unique and one-of-a-kind original product. So if there's any way to vote on that, we will let you guys know. But that's going to be a blast, and there goes the mic transfer. Let me get some water before I get into this business. Granny? Granny size 0. What happened to the camera? Ah.
Nothing on it. And there's the back. It's pretty cool. You can order them up.
I just wanted to show off the difference in the size of pipe that I'm about to use. I tossed up one of our biggest pipes here because it's going to be a huge piece, and the more width I have to turn with, and if you'd hold that one, look at the handle we got going on here. This is for serious grip. 2 hands turning, better counterweight. You need to have a pipe this big to make something this large. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you. Over there. I haven't used a big one in a long time.
Got the big pipe. What's going on over here on the tech table?
Yes. Security.
Yeah. So like this is.
So we're getting requests for events. Now you could be local or you could not be local. You could come into town and come do a private class with Jake in the morning. It's just 2 people. It's super fun. But what we are starting to do is gather up our events again and get the pricing down for that. It's in the studio. It's exclusive to your group. We have someone coming next week from Ohio. She's brought up 5 of her friends, and she's just going to have a glass blowing party in here. So that's really, really fun.
What, it's BYOB now, right? So.
Well, most of the events are like work parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
but
I'm saying they can bring their own food. They bring their own charcuterie.
yep, there's extra charge if you bring food. But for the private events, we're getting the stuff on the website. Stay tuned, but we are booking ahead of time. So people really, if you're going to do this, the fall is already starting to fill up. So you'll want to think about that. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you very much. All right. Got the mic back on. We're in good shape. So these guys are talking about what they're doing. Jason, if I were you, I would grab that paper out for Jake and wet it up and get it on the bench. Jake's actually going to need to manipulate his bubble while Jason's blowing it out with a paper. So we get that out so we're not scrambling at the last minute. I know there's going to be a lot going on, so I'm going to pick up a few of these miscellaneous tools that we don't need here right now and get rid of those so it stays organized on the bench. When you're making a big piece of glass, everybody, it's really important to make sure you stay organized and you stay calm and everything's nice and smooth. You got all the things you need out there and ready to go. We know we got the super heavy duty gloves over here ready to go because we don't need to, they're good there, but I'm just saying we know we're going to be using those to put the piece away. So looking good. Check out that big old first gather puff.
This is just they're gonna gather over.
Yeah.
So that's Jake's first gather, everybody, and it's a big boy. And he blew it out so perfect, he doesn't even really have to do much to it. It's like you're just playing the waiting game, which is what you got to do, because if he goes in and tries to gather another massive gather over this big old bubble, and it's not cooled down enough, what's going to happen is he's going to lose control of it. He won't even be able to turn the piece because it'll be so sloppy hot.
This brings me back to making jumbo pumpkins in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
3 of us. I would start them up like this. I'd take a giant gather over this, put 3 layers of color on there, blow up the bubble even more, and then hand it off to the boss who was hitting the mold and blowing them up from there.
We're getting ready to go to Pumpkin Town ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, we're taking it right to Pumpkin Town. We were just talking today about possibly starting pumpkin production.
Yeah.
How many of our viewers have a glass pumpkin in their household?
Does everybody out there know that we make glass pumpkins? Yeah,
That's all I gotta say.
I know most of you guys know we make glass pumpkins, but I'll tell you what, we're going to be making some sweet pumpkins this year. I'm
going to be maxing this mold out too. Maybe I'd like to do the other mold.
The low boy?
Yeah, the more optics, so that I'm not messing around with too tall of ribs.
That's got to go on that piece of steel for him.
Oh, it does?
It's okay. He's got a piece right there. Just marver it in. You heat it up and marver that in.
All right.
Round it right out. It's totally fine. So you're going to be chilling this on the pipe warmer? You want me to get the pipe warmer ready and help you out?
Yes.
I've been known to multitask, folks. Camera, pipe cooler.
So this is rock solid.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Nice.
This might be the biggest gather I've taken at the Glass Academy.
So using the pipe thing, I'm trying to work the camera at the same time, but Jake will just move it and I'll stand right there.
Good.
One more time.
That's good.
All right. It's got a nice old big gather, looking good. He's going to be adding his color on, doing the double whammy broken mold twist. You need more in there?
Nah, I got it.
All right. Looking good, looking good. Look, he's got one leg up. That's called the special knee bend technique.
I love that technique. Trick here is to let this glass take enough time before I blow it out to let it completely heat back up that core bubble before I start expanding it any more than it already is. Thank you.
So he's preparing the shape of the gather to go into that mold. And he's going to be going into the mold twice. So what he's doing is he's getting it ready. He's going to go into this mold right here, and then he's going to heat it up, twist it up really good, and then he's going to go in it again. That's called the broken mold, when you break the original optics that are from the first puff into the mold. How are you twisting it? You twisted it in the mold, or you twisted it?
I was going to twist it on the marver, but I do have a lot of extra glass. I could probably take a little off the bottom maybe and put a ball on it.
I think just rolling it all in there, just twist it up and check it out. But you're going in there right now for the big puff?
No, not yet. I wanted to puff it out through the bottom a little bit more.
All right, all right.
Back down.
We got a nice big old gather here going into the mold, guys.
Now I'm getting it prepared for the mold here. Got to bring it down in diameter. Yeah, I'm pushing on it right now, Jason.
That looks like the right shape there.
I'm gonna get this thing as hot as I can control it. That's the perks of this, especially with sweaty hands.
The way, when you twist it in the mold, if you do it, what you do is once you go into the mold, you
I'm
come
just gonna
out.
twist on the marver.
All right, it sounds good because you got to step your feet on the bottom of the mold so it doesn't spin.
If I had done that, I would be comfortable, but I haven't in a while,
Right.
so.
So this is getting hot. Look at those hands moving. He's ready. Screaming. I can hear it. Listen.
Not me.
Into the mold. Yep, push that pipe down into it. Looking good. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Look at that.
Could leave it straight too, would probably look cool, but now we want to twist it. Don't get off track.
Working the hands, guys. So you want this out of the way, or you still want it here?
I'm all right with that there, thanks.
All right. See how it's twisting on the marver? So he's not rolling across the marver.
Let me get it now.
In one space. Look at him go.
Let me get it now. It's a forearm workout. Ooh!
Looking good. Looking good.
Come on. And now it's ready to go for the mold again, folks.
That's right. So now that he just super twisted that, everybody.
Let me give it a little extra.
All right, now she's ready for the break-in action. He's gonna get it. This one here is gonna make his forearms pop, everybody, like Popeye. So check that out now, guys. Look at that pattern. So you're gonna do the same thing, or you're gonna leave it straight like that?
I'm just gonna give it a little extra twist and then marver it in so it's all smooth.
So you're gonna give the exterior
Or
twist.
should I leave it straight like that and leave the texture?
You just make sure you marver it nice and symmetrical and just start rolling that end right up into the piece, because you're gonna make it round, remember? So now you have to roll that thing up into a nice round sphere.
I'm gonna twist it again to do that.
All right. I think this should be all right.
Come here.
Nice. Looking good, looking good. So now you're going to be taking it right down into that nice round shape, right? Getting it back to our original gather. So take your time doing that, because I don't think it matters if you're going to have the texture of
I'm going to try and squish it in all the way, too. Trying to look where my bubble is and get it back on center in there.
You're right, Carrie. He's going to wake up tonight and he's going to be like, oh, and his arms are going to be like all cramped up. She was like, looks like Jake's going to need a forearm massage.
Think you can get a close-up of this pattern in a second here when I'm coming out?
You're marvering it, right?
Yeah.
I was really close on it. I mean, I was like, It was there all over it. They seen it. And I'm going to be on this one for sure. You're going back on the marver, right?
Yeah, I'm going to squish it down one more time.
Looking good.
Oh.
It's really tough to get a shot of the pattern while it's spinning.
Yeah.
All right, looking good. So it's about time for that neck.
Yeah. It's a little thin up there, so I'm going to be pretty delicate with it. Let's see what I can finesse here.
Might have Jay or Jay Neckett. Well, you're turning it.
I might have him turn it in a second here.
Am I getting you all, or you?
Yeah, you're good. That's good. Thanks. Okay, blow.
Stop. Only because.
Stop. Because what?
Just the thinness. Leave it extra thick. You got a lot down there.
Is that enough size?
Well, during this heat, because otherwise it's only going to keep blowing out there. You got to let that cool down up
How
here.
about that pattern if I give it a slowdown? I guess they're all going to see it, but I mean, Jesus.
Do a let it fall and then flip it. Yeah, that's a cool pattern. But I don't want the camera too darn close. Might need a pit stop here.
Very likely. So I'm gonna just start by hitting the neckline to cool it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna use, could you switch that tag out for the big tag? And I'm gonna tag the bottom of it while you're blowing.
Thank you very much. Pit stop master. Got a new ice pack. For those of you who are watching and don't know, we put ice packs all over the camera because it's so hot in here that the camera overheats, and we've had many a problem with that, so we always put ice packs all over it. We do after this piece. Hasn't
blow.
said anything to me.
Blow hard.
I love how the pattern becomes textured.
Lighten up.
Look at that.
That's good.
Sweet.
Do you think I should blow out any more of that? Maybe a little bit more, I think? Or
Yeah,
no? Yeah, a little more?
Just a little bit. You're gonna bring, I don't know, I think it might be, because you're gonna bring it down, you know what I mean? What side's better for you? The other side or this side?
I kind of like that side.
All right.
Yeah, just leave it open. Let's blow it out just a tiny hair more.
I think just capping it and holding it up, and it will get bigger because you got to lower it a lot more, you know what I mean?
All right, let me pull the neckline out a little and then I'll do that move. Matt already just kind of just did it though.
I mean, that neck's plenty big, and I think just getting the whole thing a couple inches wider and a lot lower. Yeah, just keep doing it, spinning it, it'll come out, it'll look good. You're gonna have to put a green lip wrap on it.
That's right.
Michelle, any chance tech support could pull out the Granny Green for us?
No, we got it out.
I got it.
Oh, it's
We got
already
it out.
Never mind, tech support.
Blow light. That's good. All right then. I'm gonna let it solidify a little bit, but we're gonna put the foot on there, yeah. Clear. About as big as the mug feet we were doing today. Not too big at all. 'Cause we need the diameter of that is really not that big.
I'm gonna go get a Detroit puddle while you guys are putting the foot on. Oh, will you grab a little one for us, sweetie? Thank you.
Yeah, let me take a flash. Yeah, you can start it. You doing one gather or two?
The optics are gonna be incredible,
Yeah, just
Lori.
start it up.
It's gonna be sweet. Yeah, everyone who's seeing this thing being made, I mean, of course, when people get tuned onto our show, they're gonna be able to go back and watch it, right, Jake? They can go back and watch the Facebook Live shows.
Heck yeah.
So they'll know show 115 was when we made the GA Cup, and it's gonna be a good one to rewatch. Yep. That's right, Julie. We know you know about those massages too.
Oh yeah.
I just had a massage, a 2-hour massage from my,
So hold on a
one of
second,
my
let me take
masseuses,
one flash and let's do it.
It was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. It felt so good. Today's question, everybody, is: are gnomes only around for the seasonal summer fun, or are they the same gnomes that we see in the winter during the holidays? That's the question. Send it, the answer and your name to enews@glassacademy.com. There isn't really a break.
Hold on for a sec.
Where are the calipers at? Over here? All right, good. I got them for you, Jake.
So that's plenty big already, right?
I think so. Let me take a quick look at it. Yep.
Perfect. On there? That's good.
Fatten her up a little if you want.
That's gonna be good, right? Like
Yeah,
that.
that little roundedness looks nice.
Nah.
Looking good, looking good.
So now we gotta equalize it before we punny it up here.
Well, that's not the kind of puddle that I'm gonna... Is there a narrower puddle over there? That's the only one we have? Wow, that's amazing. I love it.
That's on the list for tomorrow.
Ah.
For sure.
So we're gonna be putting some Detroit puddle on there.
Dude. For sure. And actually, we should probably get the jumbo punny out. The next size counterweight. One up on the thing and then one on the furnace.
That's the one.
Yep.
Go over and stick that right in the furnace, the hot one.
So remember too, this is gold brown, the same color we did those fins on the fish.
Yeah.
So this thing's gonna be just popping ridiculously. The other reason I wanted to do, I talked with Jason about a little color pattern up on the cup, is because just a minute ago when I went to grab that bottom base with these hands that have been working all day, I just knew, and I did put fingerprints all over it. So if we go and we grab this cup, I think there's less of a chance of dirtying it every time we try and drink out of it.
Well, it's a glass blower's cup, so it's gonna get dirty.
But that's true too.
But I do like it, little gription.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, take your time though. Definitely need it to be hot.
Plenty of time, everybody. Jake, you've got 3 minutes to finish it. All right.
Wheel of Names is the perfect time.
All right. Here we go, guys. Wheel of Names. Before you start it, take a look. This is the Wheel of Names.
250 choices.
This person's name is going to get winning right now. Bam!
We got it?
Yep, she's going to give me a name for sure.
Who? Jen Moody?
Jen Moody? But that's the email. We don't know if that's the
Let's
true
see the name, but that could be Jennifer that got a custom tonight.
No way.
That's like, it feels like the third week in a row that some trickery like that's happened.
No rush. Take your time. Text report. We think we know the person's name who won this amazing Emperor Slug that Jake made for the giveaway. Just so everybody knows, we're going to be probably running a little bit late tonight, past 8 o'clock. Little OT for the GA, just because we haven't even punnied this piece up yet, and we're going to need to. Jennifer what?
That's Jennifer.
D-O-O-D-Y.
She
Jennifer
just got a custom
Doody.
tonight. I don't know.
Are you saying that Jennifer who just won is the Jennifer who got the tornado fish?
That's right.
Here we go, guys. Jennifer Doody just won.
That's crazy.
I can't believe that she got the sweet fish and she just won the Emperor. It's really weird, you guys, because it's 100% at random. You see the thing that works, and two times or 3 times, twice, Jake, you said?
I don't know. I don't know what I know Pammy after she sent us stuff.
Yeah, but this is trippy that Jennifer, you just won. Jennifer Duty, you won the Emperor Slug, and you had a custom piece made tonight, so it's pretty blowing my mind. All right, here's the big giant punty.
Give that one more roll on the marble, real fast. All right.
Don't forget tonight's question, everybody.
Beautiful.
There's the mini Detroit puddle.
Go down with it when you catch it, kind of at a 45-degree angle, and then slowly let it stiffen up.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far down with it.
Yeah, 45. Just don't hold it level.
Little neck action. One drop of water.
Thanks, Mom. I got it.
Looking good.
Beautiful.
Looking good.
Let's get it, Jason. Let's get it now.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's happy. He's like, I punted it, and now I'm not touching it anymore for a minute.
We're gonna need a green lip wrap though, about a size 2.
Right now?
Yeah. Yep. Maybe like 3 coats on there.
So for everyone who's just tuning in, besides the fact that Jennifer Duty just won this Emperor giveaway slug, this is the bottom section of the GA Cup we made last week, and we took a caliper reading of the top section where we're going to ultravioletly fuse the 2 pieces together after it comes out of the annealing oven. But here is the caliper reading. And Jake made the bit on the bottom of the cup the same size so we can grind and polish and then ultravioletly fuse them together, and they'll be permanently put together. This thing is looking pretty darn sweet.
That was a sweet punny, Jason. Burr.
It's all right, just enough to get the lip wrap on there.
I'm gonna have to open it up just a hair more here before you bring that.
These guys are on fire, man. Literally. Jason's pants are on fire now.
You can
You
get
know
up
what
in there.
they say when you're blowing
Or just go to the
glass. I
furnace.
showed you guys this before.
Thanks, man.
You gotta have it hot.
All right, switch with me here. Yep. Well, no, I mean, switch into the hole. Just take this, Jason. Here we go.
So we're putting the lip wrap on, guys.
Let's get it when you're ready.
It's a beautiful pattern.
Looks like snake skin big time, or fish
Sure
scales.
does.
Yep, just bring that baby. 45. Beautiful.
Who is this guy? Who is this kid? Man. I was waiting for him to be like, Dad, can you take this? But he's doing amazing. The piece looks awesome. Jake's got some great hand skills. He's becoming an amazing glass blower.
So it's got to get shorter, so I'm going to open it and hold it up in the air, let it squish back on itself.
Yeah. You don't want that hole in the end to get too big too quick. You want to bring it all the way down low first while the hole's small.
Okay.
With the paper on the outside and gravity when you're coming out. And then the last thing you do is open the hole up.
Gotcha.
So you want to just tighten up the lip wrap and stuff, but then go back in and heat it deep.
Gotcha.
And remember, you're not going to be able to bring it down low if you don't heat it deep.
Okay, all right.
And just like when we're blowing cups and stuff, when I was telling you, I'm going to be talking to Jake while he's doing it, guys. When we're blowing cups and we want it to be longer, every time you come out, you hold it down. Well, every time you come out, when you go to the bench, go up with that. In that motion alone, without really seeing it too aggressively, will keep that piece short and fat the way we want it. Low boy.
Okay.
We're probably going to need to do some type of, we're going to pick the giveaway this week because this thing's going to run a little while, you know what I mean? So we'll pick something for the giveaway for everybody.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm going to get a couple paddles because I think Jake could use some protection on his arm. So I'll grab this big boy as the shield, the heat shield for him. When you're paddling the lip, you can hold this paddle under his arm, just like that. You got it. You put that right under his arm. Because that thing's huge, and because it's so big, it radiates a lot more heat, and it really is amplified greatly when it's a big piece. It just throws so much radiant heat that your arm just cooks, you guys. I mean, it cooks. Like Jake's arm, by the time this piece is done, will probably look like one of those rotisserie chickens you get. Maybe not, but
I sure hope not.
underneath. Just like that. There you go.
Spicy.
I think the rest of it's all going to be from the outside.
Paper, yep.
So once you get it,
I'm spinning fast, letting it come out to the paper.
you don't even really have to spin too fast. You're just coming up. Once you get the paper on it, you're just going to be spinning and letting it open itself up.
Can I get the other door? Slightly. That's good. Thank you.
Let me know if you want it open.
So here at the gathering point, a lot of the items we do are smaller items. We've made a conscious choice to make smaller items and not do giant jumbos on the show. You can see they take time and energy, and there's a lot of, some of you are like, oh, I'm on the tip of my toes. Yeah, it's super true. And there's a lot of anxiety and like, is the piece going to work out?
push
And
it
it's a
down.
tricky
You just
shape
hold the
to
lip in and
do.
just start spinning a little quicker.
All right.
There's so many things to consider, and then to realize like a bunch of people are watching and kind of gets weird and awkward too. So Chris has jumped in, given Jake some coaching. I like the story he was just saying about the sharks.
Oh, the
Because
puddle.
what's really interesting with glass blowing is
All right.
you have to stay
Open that up
calm
just a
and
hair.
warm up the glass to make it work properly.
All you're doing now is
The glass is really hot. If you start spinning it faster, it gets a little crazy and out of control. So it's just a gentle spin. You're spinning the same rotation. I don't know what this is called in engineering.
spin it.
That the heat is opening up the piece. So you're using centrifugal force and gravity and heat to open up the piece.
Yeah.
And
It's looking pretty good though. I can open up that lip and we'll put it on there. Or are we putting that on there first?
Yeah, I think we're not going to put it on. We're going to
so back to the board.
Open it up.
The board hole will keep the glass enough that they can stretch open the top.
Right now it looks like this.
Our accountant just walked in the door, which is
Looks like
pretty
this.
fun.
You want to bring it like this.
He has a special project.
So that's just going
You
like
know how
this.
people have those special projects.
That edge.
Everyone's
So
got
you're
one.
never opening
Well, we
it
used to
straight
do
up.
neon,
Okay.
and
You're just going to let it ease back on itself.
You prepared neon sign.
So put a little water in that paper.
So challenges we like. Water on the paper. So Jake
I mean,
can
you can
shape
hold it up and just hold it up like that. Just keep spinning it. Spin it. Keep spinning it. See how it stacks? See how that just dropped back? That's nice. Now you can probably just hit it right on the bottom and just spin it fast.
Chris
right on
is
this high
trying
ridge.
so hard not to do it.
There you go.
He
Just watching it
wants
here.
to drive, jump in.
Holding it?
No,
The
water's
paper's
dripping
not
off
thick
of it
enough.
onto me. Sorry for the F-bomb, everybody.
The family show has gone astray.
Can I just use the jacks to open it up a little bit?
Yeah, you gotta keep that side down so we can lay the puddle on. Don't let it get too big.
There
Okay.
are these wooden jacks that you can use to open pieces that are super cool. But again, it's like you got to do a bunch of these pieces, and then you'll get used to using them. I've seen pieces open with a paddle as well.
With a low bowl like this, you want to shield his arm, and you want to hold this on here, and you're not pressing, you're just wobbling it on. Spin it quicker, Jake. A lot faster. There you go. Back and forth.
And
that like this.
Stay clear
There you go.
reaction in a moment's notice.
You can do that.
Oh, baby.
See what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking
now
about.
Now you go in here and you start here, and you just go working that, then work this, and
all
work
right.
this all the way out to the edge.
All right.
And I could, if you're going to do that, you're going to do that shielding and work in the middle. You're not pressing on the limb.
Jake, you can always have someone else reheat it.
You're good. I'm going to start
Can't hear
the
you.
puddle, okay?
Yep, start it up. I got the perfect spot for it on there.
The piece is you get a minute away from it, and you're sitting at the bench, and you get a fresh perspective of it. So a lot of times for bigger pieces, the assistant will heat the glass, so that this whole move here, Jake's sitting down. He would have been sitting with the tools in his hands ready. So that's kind of the style of glass blowing we do, a traditional Italian style, where there's that assistance and follow through.
Thanks, Jason.
We watched a video of an artist that we had worked with years ago that did some training with us, and he only makes 2 pieces a day because they're so big and intricate and time consuming. So yeah, this piece has been maybe half an hour or so in the making. And the trophy will be put together with some ultraviolet glue. It's a pretty nice shape, considering Jake doesn't normally make bowls.
Never makes bowls.
I know. Well, I was thinking of the nest bowls.
Thank you, Jason.
Sometimes too, when we're working glass, the glass blowers can be really critical, like, it's not perfectly round. But the reality is, when the item's sitting on the table and it's the trophy, is anyone really spinning it? We thought Italian glass that we so
Well, you, since I'm not going to be touching it much, close these doors up as I come out.
But
she's getting a little cold in here.
Spun them around and realized they weren't 100% round.
And then I'll just give you a heads up when I'm coming back.
Jake's using the gate technique to sit down so that he doesn't stretch the glass into another shape that he doesn't like. What's next?
Next, we're putting the puddle, which I totally forgot about on here.
You're gonna be babysitting
I was just like,
game.
this thing's incredible, I did it! And now we're putting a puddle on the side of it.
All right, so the trick about the puddle is solid glass, and Jake is gonna stick it to the side, but what he doesn't wanna do is stick this hot slab onto the side of this piece and then have it change shape. So it'll be interesting. So he's just kind of babysitting the piece now, where Chris has gotten some hot glass and has ladled it onto this steel form.
It's a little bit big. I'm trying to get it narrow.
Oh, back to the drawing board. Keep that piece warm. So the reason he wants to get it narrow, why? So it's not so
watch
big
your leg
on
on that big one.
It says the word Detroit, kind of like the Stanley Cup might say something. I don't know. I'm not.
You can close it up while I'm in there.
Stanley Cup says where it's from. But
Thanks.
Give me a heads up.
Yep.
And so he lines it up.
All right.
Goes right over the word Detroit. Now they got to figure out the timing. Jake and Jason are watching.
Am I gonna take one more flash before that's ready?
Go ahead and flash because I'm gonna pick this up
Oh.
and then go flash it.
They got to flip it over, right?
He's gonna punny it up.
He's gonna bunny it up, get it hot, and kind of like wrap it around.
Close that up.
Not quite
I see what
sure
you're saying.
the way they're going to do this, but we're going to find out in a second.
All right now.
So the word Detroit kind of comes through it. So if they stuck it on now, it would be backwards. You can see the color change, meaning the glass is cooling. Jake and Jason are patiently waiting. They could do this all day long. All you have to do is reheat the glass in the glory hole. which, I don't know, hard to tell in the film, but it is cooling off.
It's going for the
because
punny.
the doors are open. All right. So now it's like a giant pancake.
Yep.
And they're going to figure out. Jason, be ready with the torch for them.
All right.
The torch.
All right, Jason. I got plenty of heat. When you're ready, let's do it.
Grab the torch because when he applies it, you could torch it slightly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Oh, it's open.
Left it open in case.
Oh, it's the nail biting time. You thought you were
Yep. Just tell me when you want it. I'll come
biting
out.
your nails before. Now is the real time.
Let's do it.
All right. This is pretty smooth. I've
All right.
asked Jason to hold on to the torch so that if it doesn't stick quite right, they can use this torch.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, just make sure. Torch the tip where he just cut it.
Push that down right there, Jake.
Everyone's screaming that it's hot.
Paddle.
And then it goes. Looks like success. You know how like golf matches, we've talked about this before, they're all quiet? He's gonna take the hit. Well, there's no fanfare here.
All right.
When you do these shows live, this is the time where everyone gets quiet, and then the people who are talking are paying attention. It's really
Glove
funny.
up.
So it's stuck on the side. It says Detroit.
That itch right there.
They're gonna glue it
Be nice.
with this special ultraviolet glue.
I'd like to torch that cut mark real quick.
The base,
Yep.
which is right here. So that piece goes on top of this
We can't
Right
forget the
here.
reduction either.
in a bowl shape. Everyone's getting all excited now. We got Jason with his gloves, getting it hot. Chris adjusting the torch. The puddle, Detroit puddle, is definitely adhered to the bowl. They want to make sure right where they cut it, there are no sharp edges. So using a torch, little paddle, it's called taglia, straighten it out. So every piece that we make
One
has
more.
to cool overnight. This piece is no different. This will take a little longer cooling cycle. We do the annealer reveal on Thursday. We did move that, so we are not doing it on Wednesdays anymore. Wednesday is our day off.
I think it looks good.
We've all been in the studio or working today.
Looks good.
Stop right there and let it fall down. Okay, we're gonna.
So the other thing about
Yep.
this too is if
Here
Jake
comes the reduction.
too hot,
Jason,
that
you ready with the
powder
gloves?
on the side will cause the bowl to lose its shape. This is reduction.
That's good.
Gold brown color, one of Jake's favorites. It will have a metallic sheen to it.
One more, for sure.
Looking good. He's got the crisscross color. You'll see that later. A little too hot right now to see it. You can kind of see some stripes through the camera, but not 100% of what it is.
All right.
Yes, yes, yes. I will zoom in.
Yeah. All right, I'm watering it up, Jason.
Grab the door. I'll get it for
Yep.
you. You can put it on the lip, Jay. Dose it all up on up there. Not necessarily. Don't worry about the crack. Jay. Just get it all right on that big bunny. Don't come off. A little more.
Just one the top and the bottom shelf.
Here we go.
Don't worry about it.
All right, Chris is gonna get the door, and away they go. Wah, 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 wah. I'm telling you, we have annealers on this side of the shop.
Nice.
Pick,
You're fine.
pick the one that's hard.
Oh, nice.
Nice work, guys.
Very cool, very cool.
Dang.
That was a big boy.
Send some emojis. type
Wow.
in the chat bar. Let us know what you were thinking.
You too, man.
All right, so
That was
we're
serious.
out for the night. We're closing up the equipment. Jake, any final words?
That was intense. Never felt so good about an extra 15 minutes. That was serious. Thank you everybody for watching, and I cannot wait to put that thing together. You're gonna see us drinking out of it. Feels so good that we all made that together, and that's the Glass Academy Cup. It's just ridiculous.
Congratulations.
Super cool.
Will you walk us out?
That was huge.
That was the biggest thing I think we made yet.
That was huge. That was probably the
right.
biggest bowl for sure I've ever made.
Thank you, everyone. We got one Gnome left.
One Gnome left
Well,
here.
at least
As
the
we
last
said, it's our
time.
favorite. Usually, I mean, I'm not trying to taint people's views when I say it's my favorite. I usually tell people my favorite when the table's full. But I did mention that the orange was one of the brightest and coolest ones. But the trees are amazing too, and I pointed them out to you. We got 3 different colors, the lagoon, the clear, and the green. What you guys are doing is supporting what we're doing, so we really appreciate everything you do for us. And I saw most of the people that got their specific gnome, when it's one and done like this, they let us know in the chat, so it's cool to know the families that they're going to. But that's what it is, folks. That's show 115, and we're gonna be coming next Tuesday. Let's go home and take a shower.
Yeah, give an extra
And do our thing.
thumbs up for Jake because he just pulled off a really nice piece, you guys. So give him some extra kudos. Nice
Yeah.
job, Jake.
All right, folks.
Have a great night.